Now, there is a little bit of a problem going on with this video because I've been called out on a rescue mission.
We think the actual valve's gone on the Allegro, on the swan neck. Safety first, people. Always leave a spanner on top of a battery. No brakes, no brakes, no brakes. Oh, the fuel gauge is working again. Yay! We've got intermittent fuel gauges. It's definitely doing no good sitting.
Hello and welcome back to the channel. Hope everybody is well and healthy. Right, what am I doing today then? Let's go and have a look. Yes, it's more work on the Mighty White. If you look back on the previous videos, done a little bit of body work as she was getting a little bit scabby here and there, and everything is still holding up rather well a couple of weeks later. Yeah, there's always still plenty to do on the car, but it's got patina, so I don't want the car too perfect, you know. I still want it to have a couple of blemishes, so shall we say. But if you remember back to the video on part 1, I've done a paint repair up here. Not sure if you can pick this up on the camera. Let's see, but as you can see, it's all nice and shiny and blended in really well. So I've done that part there, and obviously all the bottoms of the doors, a little bit on the wheel arch there and down the front, all still looking really neat. Stone chips holding up really well. There was a little part of the video that I didn't add on, and that was up on this roofy bit here. I've still got to do the sunroof panel, but that will be done in a later video, because there's a few things I want to show you inside the car that doesn't necessarily get seen, but it's annoyed me since I've had the car, and I think now's the time to do it. But anyway, so up along here there was some odd couple of scabs that I linished off after I'd done all the recording basically, and I just thought, right, I'm just going to crack on and do this because I want to do it. So at the moment, you can see I've got my little pot of water and my sandpaper. So what I'm doing, where I've blended in, stopped painting if you like, I think I've done it to about here. So basically now what I'm doing is flattening it back with 2500 grit wet and dry. Obviously used wet, so it slides over nice and easily and doesn't take too much paint back off. So that's what I'm going to be doing today, and I'll basically just show you what I actually do with it. So it's not going to be a massively long video with me waffling on too much, but I wanted to just get all this now. As you can see, it's a little bit dull. Paint has settled now for a couple of weeks, so now's the time that I can start buffing it back up and get some polish on there and some wax so it doesn't go rusty again. Right, let's go inside the car and I'll show you what I want to do next, which will be probably the next video that I release actually, because I've got everything on order. So she's had a couple of weeks use, and obviously the car's been spotted again by Derbyshire Car Spotter and been photographed on various channels and things like that, and of course on our very own channel here at Agatha and Anything. Now, one of the comments that popped up, and I can't remember where I saw it, I think it was on one of the Facebook groups, where we have this lovely badge here, this lovely Vanden Plas decals and things, and one of the things that come up was, yeah, great car, but not worthy of a Vanden Plas badge. Let's get it right. So I actually thought, right, yeah, maybe it's time I did address the interior. I'm still yet to paint, well, actually decide whether I am doing the tops of the doors black. Not sure yet. But one of the things that's really annoyed me about this car ever since I've had it is the headlining. As you can see, the grey cloth got pulled off from the sunroof many years ago, and I never bothered replacing it. because I thought, well, there's going to come a time when I need to do the rest of the headlining anyway. And I think now I do need to get this headlining out and get it done properly. Also, what I've done is I've ordered a beige. Now, I don't know if I'm doing this right, I don't know, but if you look over there where the seatbelt things go, them are supposed to be beige as well, but they've now faded to a horrible crappy grey colour, and they're scratchy plastic. And the same in the back here for the quarter light trims, the horrible scratchy plastic. It's a Van Plas. It shouldn't have scratchy plastics on show like that. So I'm actually going to recover these, and I've bought like an oatmeal stroke beige type of material for those and them. So I'm just going to leave the tops of the doors for now, because I'm just not sure whether the black will go with them. So I might have to do some test pieces, I don't know. But as for the rest of the headlining, you can see it's been stapled up, because obviously in the winter it sags, and it's about down here somewhere. And also we've got some leaky stuff going on with the sunroof, because I've actually got mould all along this back edge here. And yeah, it is time I address this. So yeah, the headlining will be coming out soon. I've also ordered a new sunroof surround, because that's actually started to shrink as well, because there's a big gap there. Now this is probably the bit that lets the car down, and I've looked at it for years and thought, I need to address this. I really do. Now, another thing that's come up was, with this being the early Van Plas, there's no wood trim. Not an ounce of it. The only bit of wood trim in this car is probably the little block of wood I've got in the back for jacking it up against. That's probably about it. So yeah, do I actually go down the route of figuring out how to put some wood trim along the top of that chromey bit that also needs recovering on the rest of the doors, because it's now, the tape has started to come off like that, but on the front doors it's not even there, it's just a horrible grey plastic strip. So that I will be addressing at some point. But yeah, what do? I could actually put a decent piece of wood along that top of that thing there. That will give it some wood trim. I don't know. Leave a comment, guys, and tell me what you think. Shall I leave it original without the trim, or put some wood trim in it and give it the Van Plas treatment it deserves? And also today I'm going to be cleaning this up. I never clean it, as you can tell. You know, I wash the outside of the car and leave the rest of it alone. And again, when you open up the boot, it does look a little bit unsightly, doesn't it? So I'm going to clean that up anyway today. And inside all there, where I don't necessarily clean because I'm freaking lazy. So back to up here then. Right, please forgive me, I'm not teaching anybody to suck eggs. So, you know, if you're not interested, or if you've seen all this done before, please scroll on by, leave us a thumbs up, comment if you want to. So anyway, nice and wet. Palm nice and flat, and we're going to go into a side to side motion with it. You will feel it. It'll be very scratchy where you've not done. Where you have done, it'll be nice and quiet. So with the 2500 grit, I'm not actually taking much off in the way of paint. Yes, it goes a little bit white soapy because I have got washing up liquid in there, but I'm using cold water today because the sun does keep coming out and it dries it off a little bit too quick. So side to side motion, and you will feel it. Keep your paper as flat as possible, keep your hand as flat as possible. Don't be going with your fingers that way, because each one of these is a pressure point. So if you keep your hand flat and keep it wet and going side to side, you're spreading out your load, so you're not taking off too much in one area. So I'm happy with that. So the next bit, dry it off. Let's see how it looks. So just a bit of rag. You see, with the 2500 grit, you actually do start to polish the paint as well. So as you can see there's a little bit of a sheen now starting to appear. It's not a brilliant sheen, but it's nice and flat. So now I can get some T-cut on there and polish it up, and then put a bit of wax on. So I'm using the original stuff, the stuff we had back in the 70s. So apply it liberally. Whether you go in a circular motion or a side to side motion or an up and down motion, it doesn't really matter too much at this point. I'm not polishing out swirls or anything like that. With it being a light colour as well, it doesn't actually show too much up in the way of swirl marks and stuff with it being white. Little drop of water just to keep things moist. Some people don't like that word, do they? Oh dear, excuse me. So yeah, keep polishing, keep polishing. So I'm just doing this quickly just for filming purposes. And it will almost dry up. And just in that small, quick amount of time, you can see that I've got a nice sheen already starting to come. Yeah, I think I'll give that another go over. And as you can see over there, nice and dull. So yeah, this is where I sprayed to, somewhere up here. I actually can't see where I sprayed to actually, but I knew it was somewhere up here. Yeah, that's not too bad. So it'll be the same again, just apply a little bit more T-cut, and the same again, polish it some more. So that's another quick going over with the T-cut there. Don't know if you can actually see it there. Yeah, there we are. Got a nice shine on that now. I'm quite happy with that. Like I say, I don't want to go too overboard. I don't want it overdone. But your hand along that, its hand is nice and silent, whereas if you come over here, all scratchy and horrible. So that's nice and smooth, quite happy with that. And then just to finish off, I'm using paste wax. I'm using, this is Maguire's. I kind of like their products. No, we don't get any money for this, thank you very much, Maguire's, advertising your products, and we get naff all. But yeah, just now protect it, because T-cut takes off any oils and waxes out the paint, and you want to put them back in. So it's just a quick coat there, just a light dusting of some wax, and we'll give it a buff. That'll do. Okay, right, I'm happy with that. Now I can continue and go along here, and let's get this flatted back a little bit, polished up, and hopefully we'll have a nice even shine. Also, what I do as well, although that's not been sprayed, I could use a clay on it. Or I could get my polishing mop out and get the polishing mop out on it. The only thing I found with the polishing mop is that it gets bloody everywhere. Ideally, if you're using a polishing mop, do it in small stages and mask everywhere else off, because I'm telling you, it gets everywhere. I did this the other week on the, I had to go on the bonnet, and it just splashes everywhere. Even though you intentionally try not to, it just gets everywhere. So if you're going to use a polishing mop, mask everywhere up and do little bits at a time. But I'm quite happily sometimes doing it by hand, the old-fashioned way. I was taught this many moons ago, and it's a process I still use, and I actually enjoy it because it takes longer, but it's just nice to sometimes doing things by hand, I think. Let me know in the comments what you think. Oh yeah, before I continue doing that stuff, yeah, this sunroof panel, this is one of the other things that annoys me with the car. I don't tend to worry about it much, especially at car shows, because I'll actually leave the sunroof wound open anyway, so people can have a browse inside and things like that. But yeah, this is another crappy area of the car that I really should now address. Looking at it, I think in the past this had been already resprayed, but it has got loads of little micro blisters, and as you can see now, they've all poked through, and it does look bloody unsightly now. It just used to look like wood chip paint that was on it. Remember wood chip wallpaper? It looks like it was that kind of paint, but really odd. But yeah, this is something else that will be addressed when I do that headlining up there. Just wanted to put that in. So as you can see, I've probably gone halfway along that roof line there. See the shine now starting to appear quite nicely. Nice reflection there. And that was all from just a little bit of wet and dry, T-cut and a bit of wax. So let's move over to that side and get that other side nicely polished up, and I might do the rest of the roof while I'm at it. And it's pretty much rinse and repeat over this side. I've still got this to do, and I'm, like I say, I may do the rest of the roof if I get time. Now there is a little bit of a problem going on with this video, because I've been called out on a rescue mission. Apparently I needed to bring fire, but all I've got is a suspension pump and fluid. So as part of this video, we're going to cut it short there, and I'm going to go on a rescue mission and go and pump Agatha up. Yeah, I was hoping to see some Agatha footage in this video, but not this kind. So stay tuned, see you in a bit.
Welcome to a video that I didn't think I was going to make. I've got full intentions today of just fannying around with the Allegro a bit, sort of light recommission, and then doing a full video of Welcome Back Agatha next week. So it's Bank Holiday Monday as I'm doing this, and yeah, the idea was do the tyre pressures on Agatha, do the suspension because the suspension had dropped a bit from sitting, and basically I think my suspension pump has gone for a burden. It's just won't connect, fluid's pouring out, and I've now dropped one side completely, fannying around with it. So I've had to put a call into the 4th emergency service, Lee obviously, who's on his way now to try and help me out. So let's go and see what happens, eh?
And here we are, arriving at headquarters. Oh, look at the state of him. Oh, you see, this is why he does the recording and I do the technical stuff, because we've got a lopsided Agatha. Okay, let's do some stuff. I think Ricky's footage will be inserted here.
Turns out that I'm not so inept.
He says.
Well, we think the actual valve's gone on the Allegro on the swan neck, and of course it's the most awkward side. I've burnt my hand.
I've cut myself. Look,
cut yourself.
I'm leaking it again.
I've cut myself. So we're doing well. I wasn't supposed to. Safety first, people. Always leave a spanner on top of a battery. It's all right, I've got a red thing on there. Yeah, I wasn't supposed to be doing any filming. I said to I'd organised with Lee this morning, we were going to go for a run out. I said, I just got a bit of light recommissioning. Famous last words. Luckily, after many problems with pipes back in early ownership, Lee had actually made these copper ones for me, and we'd never fitted them because we've eventually got the car to seal, but we had got some new blocks, so all is not lost, apart from, look, she's back on the floor one side and up the other. That's familiar for old viewers of the channel. I know, I said to you,
Where did you put the cheese grated?
It's that look, it's got a bloody split pin in it that just cuts you to death, hasn't it?
Yeah, I've got two of them little Jeremy Beadle hands. Right, there's the thing.
Yeah, so this is the valve we've taken out, or Lee's taken out I should say, and I don't know if it's showing, but it's actually twisted, in effect, bent, isn't it? It's going in funny, and if the camera will work, if you zoom that out, the Schrader valve on the inside is actually not central. I don't think that's going to focus. Oh, you might see that. I'm doing this with a phone because we weren't supposed to be filming, but anyway, that's fooked. That's the spare one, and it's all square and true.
That's nice and true, that one.
Yeah.
Right, let's put this on.
Let's put some tape on it, put it on. That's a bit better.
So that's Agatha, all pumped up nicely again. And we're just warming her up, and we're going to go for a little ride. We are on the move.
We are. Oh, that heater's warm, isn't it? No brakes, no brakes, no brakes. Why are the brakes so bad?
Because you've not used it.
And I'm driving a modern car all the time.
Yeah.
Brakes. I'll tell you what, we'll go this way to Sainsbury's and put some fuel in. For some reason the fuel gauge has now stopped working.
So we could run out.
Well, we couldn't because it said 3/4.
Maybe it was lying.
It's very though.
Wants a good tune up, I think.
Lee at the helm.
There's a Merc in the way.
Good job, because we've got no brakes. We think the servo's leaking.
Yeah, I feel a bit, we need a bit of a push.
Oh, the fuel gauge is working again.
Yay!
We've got intermittent fuel gauges. It's definitely doing no good sitting. I don't think.
No, it ain't, does it?
No.
I'm loving this.
Right, Lee's been doing a bit of footage, I've been doing a bit of footage. Hopefully this has made some sort of thrown together slapdash video. The be all and end all is we've had a good run out. You'll have seen I've definitely took some footage of Lee driving Agatha, and I've been driving it. Running engine wise, great. We've got an air leak somewhere. The brake pedal is rock solid. Lee thinks the servo's gone, the diaphragm in the servo, which makes sense. You can actually hear the air, and that would be while the engine's hunting up and down and we can't get the tick over right. Certainly after I've put 30 quid's worth of super unleaded in, and we're running well now. When we're on throttle and accelerating, it's great, but tick over is very... So got to try and get a new servo. Yeah, suspension's done. I think I've got some footage in of that, so you'll have seen that. So the plan, I'm going to go and search for a servo now on the Allegro groups and stuff like that, and we'll get that done. But hopefully we can still get out and about in it next weekend. That is the plan. Stay tuned on this channel. Thanks as always to Lee.
So this is me returning home from my venture out to rescue Ricky and revitalise Agatha. I had a lovely drive in her, that's for sure. And yeah, she certainly does go. We've embarrassed a few modern cars while we've been out having fun. So this is me returning back to base, and it's raining. So that's me back home, and I'm glad I put some wax on there, that's for sure. So yeah, we've got afternoon rain now, so that looks like that's my day complete, which brings us to a close on this video. I can continue with that at another time, there's no rush. So what's all that's left for me to say is thanks for watching. It's an unusual turn of events, but that's how things go, you know. When you've got your best mate that needs a bit of help, you go and help your mate. That's how it is. So work can that can continue at another time, so probably not going to feature it in the video. It's very much rinse and repeat, as you know, as you've already seen. It was all I planned to do was just a quick kind of you know, educational video. Who knows, it's just something else for the channel. So I think I'm going to say farewell at this point. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe and smack that bell for more updates as and when we put them out. So take care of yourselves and each other. See you later. Bye. Hello and welcome back to the channel. Hope everybody is well, and oh, for fuck's sake, locked in my fucking shed now. One fucking days. So that's it from me. So that's all from me in this video, and then whatever. So that's it from me in this video, and we'll catch you again at another time someplace else. Oh, and that's all from me in this video. See ya. Ta-ra.